Time for your daily Bible quiz. Challenge your mind, grow your faith, and discover amazing Bible facts. Grab a pen and paper, let's get started, and don't forget to tell us how many you got right. Question 1. What did Pharaoh do to Abraham when he found out Sarai was actually his wife? A. Ordered him to be killed. B. Took Sarai to the palace. C. Scolded Abraham and kicked him out of Egypt. D. Killed Sarai. Correct answer, C. Scolded Abraham and kicked him out of Egypt. Verse. So Pharaoh summoned Abram. What have you done to me? He said. Why didn't you tell me she was your wife? Now then, here is your wife. Take her and go. Then Pharaoh gave orders about Abram to his men, and they sent him on his way, with his wife and everything he had. Genesis 12 verses 18 to 20. Pharaoh was furious when he found out Sarai was actually Abraham's wife and not his sister. He confronted Abraham and told him to leave Egypt with his wife and everything he owned. Question 2. Which river did the Israelites have to cross to get to Jericho? A. Tigris River. B. Jordan River. C. Nile River. D. Euphrates River. Correct answer, B. Jordan River. Verse. Early in the morning Joshua and all the Israelites set out from Shittim and went to the Jordan, where they camped before crossing over. Joshua 3 verse 1. Before taking Jericho, the Israelites, led by Joshua, had to cross the Jordan River. God miraculously parted the waters, just like he did with the Red Sea, proving he was with Joshua just as he had been with Moses. Question 3. What's the name of the road where Jesus appeared after his resurrection? A. Road to Damascus. B. Road to Bethany. C. Road to Golgotha. D. Road to Emmaus. Correct answer, D. Road to Emmaus. Verse. Now that same day 2 of them were going to a village called Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem. Luke 24 verse 13. After rising from the dead, Jesus appeared to 2 disciples walking toward Emmaus. At first, they didn't recognize him, but later they realized who he was when he broke bread with them. It's a beautiful reminder that Jesus shows up as we walk with him. Question 4. What other name was Gideon called in the Bible? A. Jerubbaal. B. Jephthah. C. Abimelech. D. Benonias. Correct answer, Jerubbaal. Verse. So because Gideon broke down Baal's altar, they gave him the name Jerubbaal that day, saying, Let Baal contend with him. Judges 6 verse 32. Gideon earned the name Jerubbaal after tearing down Baal's altar. The name means, Let Baal fight him, showing Gideon's boldness in standing up for the true God. Question 5. What did the angel of the Lord say Samson would be? A. A prophet in Israel. B. A regular warrior. C. A judge over Israel. D. A Nazirite set apart for God. Correct answer, D. A Nazirite set apart for God. Verse. You will become pregnant and have a son whose head is never to be touched by a razor because the boy is to be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from the womb. He will take the lead in delivering Israel from the hands of the Philistines. Judges 13 verse 5. The angel told Samson's parents he'd be a Nazirite, someone specially dedicated to God from birth. One of the Nazirite rules was never cutting his hair. He was chosen to help free Israel from the Philistines. Question 6. What did the Philistines do to Samson after capturing him? A. Locked him in a water prison. B. Threw him into the desert. C. Sold him as a slave. D. Blinded him and made him grind grain. Correct answer, D. Blinded him and made him grind grain. Verse. Then the Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes and took him down to Gaza. Binding him with bronze shackles, they set him to grinding grain in the prison. Judges 16 verse 21. After Samson was captured, the Philistines blinded him and forced him to do slave labor. It was a tough fall after his great strength was lost due to disobedience. Question 7. Who was crucified beside Jesus? A. 2 Roman soldiers. B. 2 disciples. C. 2 thieves. D. 2 priests. Correct answer, C. 2 thieves. Verse. They crucified 2 rebels with him, one on his right and one on his left. Mark 15 verse 27. Jesus was crucified between 2 criminals, fulfilling the prophecy that he'd be counted among the transgressors. One mocked him, but the other repented and asked Jesus to remember him in paradise. Question 8. When Jesus was baptized, how did the Holy Spirit appear? A. As a dove. B. As a flame of fire. C. As a cloud of glory. D. As a voice from heaven. Correct answer, A. As a dove. Verse. And the Holy Spirit descended on him in bodily form like a dove. And a voice came from heaven, "You are my Son, whom I love, with you I am well pleased." Luke 3 verse 22. At Jesus' baptism, the Holy Spirit showed up as a dove, a powerful symbol of peace and God's presence. Then came God's voice affirming Jesus as his beloved Son. Question 9. Who was a shepherd, defeated a giant, and became king? David. B. Saul. C. Moses. D. Joshua. Correct answer, A. David. Verse. David said to the Philistine, "You come against me with sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." 1 Samuel 17 verse 45. David was a humble shepherd who became famous for taking down Goliath with a sling and a stone. Later, he became king and is still remembered for his deep faith and courage. Question 10. Who married Boaz and became King David's grandma? A. Naomi. B. Hannah. C. Ruth. D. Rachel. Correct answer, C. Ruth. Verse. So Boaz took Ruth and she became his wife. They named him Obed. He was the father of Jesse, the father of David. Ruth 4 verses 13 and 17. Ruth was a brave and loyal woman from Moab. After losing her husband, she stuck with her mother-in-law Naomi and moved to Israel. She later married Boaz, and their grandson was King David, making her part of Jesus' family tree. Congrats for making it to the end. That shows your dedication to the word. If you had fun, hit that like button and subscribe, it really helps the channel grow and spread good vibes. Check out the description for more awesome videos to keep learning.